Hello everyone, and welcome to my bold and beautiful official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Sheila receives a motivational speech from an unlikely source while Taylor and Deacon are on the verge of kissing. Sheila threatened to assassinate Taylor. Deacon posed a loaded question to Taylor, and Liam and Hope became engaged. Hope and Liam announced their impending marriage to Beth at Brooks. She is eager to reunite with her family. Her parents share a kiss. Beth is eager to tell Kelly and all of her pals. Her parents request that she allow them to share the joyful news with the family. Donna and Brooke read the most recent press release while strolling down the Forrester hallway. Katie informs them that Hope's future appears promising when they arrive at the office. Hope sends Brooke a text requesting to meet her right away. Katie shoves her out the door after telling her to run along. Donna surmises that something is wrong. Katie is always grinning. Donna guesses and everybody applaud, but Katie doesn't really say anything. Hope reports that Beth has already prepared a 15-tier cake for them back at Brooks. She didn't think this day would arrive at one point. Hope is beginning to have faith in miracles. She is impressed by his compassion and his development. If she ever took him for granted, she apologizes. He is both her home and her heart. When Brooke shows up, they discuss how they've received a wake-up call since he nearly but not quite passed away. The engagement ring is displayed. Brooke congratulates them and is ecstatic. Beth rushes in to spread the good news as Liam tells Brooke that Hope is his life. She tells Lee at Sheila's that all she wants is for Deacon to return home. He must desire it. Lee exhorts her to have hope. Deacon has not yet filed for divorce. She tells Lee that since she's already upset, she shouldn't make things worse. Since they connected over Luna, they are now all they have. She hopes that what they've lost won't be lost forever. She wanted to be different because of Deacon. When no one else did, he had faith in her. Sheila is concerned that he no longer recognizes her transformation. Lee informs her that Deacon isn't perfect either. She hopes Sheila's statement that she would kill Taylor if she went out with Deacon was just a way for her to vent. Sheila maintains that she is no longer that person. Her marriage, however, is in grave danger. What happens if Deacon gives up on her? She needs Taylor to prove to Deacon that they can resolve this. Lee tells her not to worry about Taylor, but she must go to work. Sheila texts Deacon after Lee leaves, begging him to return home and inquiring about his whereabouts. In Taylor's office, Deacon gives her a hug. He assures her that he will understand if she wants to discuss because he is aware of the heartache she has endured as a result of Ridge and Brooke. He is aware that this is unconventional, but when it comes to Brooke and Ridge, they are in agreement. They have survived. Finding Taylor has greatly aided him, and Sheila has given him a kick to the gut. He also wants her to feel a sense of belonging. Taylor questions whether they ought to be conversing in this manner. She can talk to him, he says, taking her hand. He's being sensitive and compassionate, she assures him. He is concerned. She informs him about Brooke's persistent undermining of her life. Taylor was unable to make the same concessions as Brooke. He caresses her shoulders while she sobs. While Brooke jiggled and giggled her way into anything she desired, Taylor always believed that morality and decency were important. Deacon hugs her while she sobs over Ridge's inability to see the obvious. He dabs at a tear. She swallows. Sheila's dangerous jealousy grows as Deacon's admiration for Taylor increases. According to previews on The Bold and the Beautiful, Deacon Sharp had a nice relationship with his grown son. He said that he feels good about Taylor Hayes. Sheila Carter Sharp wouldn't want to hear such dire message. However, she has put herself in a difficult situation. It can prolong their separation and result in a divorce. Deacon loves his wife despite feeling he can't trust her. But Taylor reiterated to Sheila what she had discussed with Deacon. Luna Nozawa was selected by his wife instead of him. A yes or no response to the subject header would be simple. However, this is a more complex subject that is ideal for soap operas. Instead of simply running away from Sheila and leaving the audience in the dark, Deacon should investigate his emotions. Taylor is undoubtedly not pushing for a reconciliation with his wife, and the couple may be separated indefinitely. If a lady attempted to kill her daughter, would a legitimate psychiatrist be willing to examine her husband? Taylor came to the conclusion that she could keep her affections for Sheila apart from her professional assessments. If that's the case, then, Why did she willingly bring up Luna's name and present Sheila's defense of her as a binary option? The question above seems to have a clear answer. Taylor is attempting to divert Deacon away from Sheila because she feels she is a destabilizing influence, unless she changes the subject in future sessions. When he was a small child, Eric Deaksharp had never been seen. This character seemed to be in his later elementary school years when he first appeared on the sister show, The Young and the Restless. Hope Logan was coping with the breakup with Carter Walton and the beginning of a new relationship with Liam Spencer. Hope's chat with Deacon was followed by Deeks with his father. Because of Sheila in particular, both of Deacon's children have united in informing their father that they are worried about him. Deacon needs to concentrate on himself for the time being. He will be ready to make a definitive decision regarding the status of his marriage once he has had a chance to determine whether his feelings and thoughts are in sync. After discovering that Sheila concealed Luna's existence from him, Deacon requires more time. That was an important incident, but if Deacon is able to keep his wife's trust, he may decide to forgive it. But he also understands that if he permanently separates from Sheila, a lot of people might be in risk. He finds himself in what seems like an impossible situation as a result of his objective appraisal. This time Hope will stick with Liam. Fans' responses to Hope and Liam's engagement have already been divided on social media. While some are delighted for them, others can't help but recall the reasons behind Hope's divorce from Liam. Hope for the future's principal designer, Thomas, was the object of her fantasies at the time. She was also sick of being in a relationship with a man who was conflicted. He could never decide between Hope and Steffi. However, Liam feels certain that he is destined to be with Hope now that Steffi is contentedly married to Finn. Hope has already demonstrated her dedication. She turned down all of Thomas's offers. Additionally, she was unable to wed Carter after discovering that she still harbored affections for Liam. However, when Liam proposed in the episode, Hope put the ring on her finger right away. On a soap opera site, viewers argued over whether she could give Liam her whole attention this time. She deflected with Deacon and Brooke about being with Liam. According to the original poster, she had earlier informed them that she was not concerned with marriage or a reconciliation, but rather with the here and now. The majority of fans mentioned Hope's thoughts about having an affair with Thomas while she was married to Liam. Other admirers recalled the time she wasn't ready to wed either Thomas or Carter. According to Hope, she's never ready for any of those relationships. Someone commented, "She's just a crazy twit." Big surprise, another person conjectured. Now that Carter and Daphne are becoming close, watch her show interest in him once more. A third observer commented, "I think Thomas will be back to complicate a Lope reunion." Another unimpressive reunion like Bridges is not necessary. Drama and excitement are what we need. The reunion of Ridge and Brooke disappointed viewers. 2 seconds after dumping Taylor, Ridge wed Brooke. Catfights, drama, and anguish were non-existent. If Steffi isn't involved, Lope might experience the same thing. She may have an opinion. This couple will undoubtedly experience uncertainty and drama from someone. Hope and Liam might come to understand why they were never meant to be together. I have yet to hear Hope say she doesn't love Liam and she is only marrying him to put her family back together. A follower wrote in the post, "Will Spencer's predicament, is he even interested in raising Luna's child? Doesn't he have a voice in this?" When it comes to Will Spencer, many fans of The Bold and the Beautiful can't help but wonder. While incarcerated, Luna Nozawa is expecting his child. Even if nobody wants to be in this predicament, it's not like nobody asked Will what he thought of the circumstance. After all, nobody can deny that he is conflicted. Luna manipulated and sexually abused him, and now she is carrying his future kid. Yes, when that baby is born, Will adore him or her. But given that Luna is the mother, can he nurture the child? Fans of B&B naturally had a lot to say about the issue on social media. Why would he want the baby, a constant reminder of being violated? Questioned a different show viewer. They ought to move on with their life and place the infant for adoption. No one has bothered to ask Will what he wants, was another statement. Bill and Katie believe they will obtain custody, and Luna believes the baby will make Will fall in love with her, but no one has asked Will what he even wants. Deacon and Taylor give each other another hug, and Liam and Hope become engaged. Hope and Brooke were ecstatic to see the newest designs for Hope for the future at the Forrester showroom. Hope was very appreciative of the chance, and Brooke was glad to see her working on her line once more. Liam texted her and wanted to meet at the house. Hope was urged by Brooke to maintain an open heart and open mind since she loved Liam. Hearing that Hope and Liam might be headed toward reconciliation thrilled Donna. They remembered how Hope and Liam's divorce affected them, and Donna could see why Liam would want to make amends. Hope will always adore Liam, according to Brooke, which suggested that their relationship would work out. When Hope and Liam were reunited with their family, Brooke knew that Hope would be happy. Liam praised Katie for her assistance and invited her in to watch Beth. She advised him to take as much time as necessary to express his true feelings to Hope. Hope and Liam needed to get back together. Soon after, Hope appeared, and Liam declared that he was in awe of her. He clarified that Katie was there to keep an eye on Beth so they could socialize. Liam knew who he wanted to spend the rest of his life with, and what he wanted for his future. Liam mentioned his fictitious tumor, but his real dread of dying was real. Hope and Liam felt that their time together was going to end, and it served as a reminder of what was important in life. There was hope at the end of the tunnel for the first time in a long time, and Liam reminded her of a promise she had made to him during his dying days. She promised to stick by him until the very end, but now that he's well and they have more time together, he hopes the proposal to live out their days together is still open. As he described the realization that Hope will be by his side during his pretend tumor days, Liam held Hope's hands. He felt a wave of clarity come over him, and he knew when Hope declared her love for him. She agreed that those statements were as true now as they were back then, and Liam wanted them to be. He wants to be with her every day since she will always adore him. "I've put you through a lot," Liam said after having a flash of self-awareness. "I am aware of that. I can only assure you that you won't ever have to doubt my dedication to you." Abruptly, Liam dropped to one knee and took a ring from his shirt. He waited for Hope to agree and bring his happiness back when he asked her to reunite their family. "Yes, Liam," she responded, and Liam's smile grew. "I'll wed you." After they shared a kiss, Beth and Katie rushed into the room to congratulate the soon-to-be husband and wife. After Sheila placed her meal order, Lee knocked on her door. Sheila was shocked that Lee had not yet been let go from the hospital due to Bill's vindictiveness. Lee believed that since Bill set up her pardon in the first place, that would make him a hypocrite. Lee questioned whether Luna had the ability to ruin Sheila's marriage when she complained about its current status.